and welcome to the SmackDown Preview. I'm Adam Wilbourn from WhatCulture, joined by Michael Sidgwick from WhatCulture, here to look ahead to tonight's episode of Friday Night SmackDown. But before we get into it, if you're a fan of this sort of thing, make sure you subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. Where we do daily wrestling podcasts where we not review SmackDown, but also the show formerly known as NXT 2.0, AEW Dynamite, AEW Collision, pay-per-views, premium live events. We have interviews, roundtable discussions, and a roundup of the week complete with a good quiz, of course, on Wrestle Culture. As I said, though, joined by Michael Sidgwick to look ahead to tonight's episode of Friday Night SmackDown. You've missed this, haven't you? Be honest.
No. Like, this show is routinely mediocre to terrible.
It hasn't happened yet.
Routinely, it's like...
Fair.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of Smackers.
Mm-hmm.
At least it's... I'll be reviewing it, won't I?
Yes.
It's 2 hours, though, now.
Yep.
Better.
And it's all the fallout from SummerSlam.
Hey, it's the SmackDown after SummerSlam.
Of course, yes. That's what we're calling it.
Hey, it's Raw after it's the Raw after SummerSlam. Everything crazy goes down here. Everyone knows that, according to Adam Pearce. Yeah, I mean, look, let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Took my cow.
It is a very special episode of SmackDown, not just
Why?
because it is the post-SummerSlam episode, of course, but it's my birthday today, when we're definitely recording this.
Yeah, we're definitely recording this on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday. How old are you?
37.
What did he get for your birthday?
I don't think I even asked for anything. I asked for some new trainer socks. What else did I need? Maybe a new, head for my electric toothbrush. It's really boring.
Brain, I'll tell you that.
Jesus, honestly, you've made me so sad there.
I can't remember anything else.
And you what?
Oh, bag of Skittles Chewies.
New head?
Hmm?
When you
the top of your toothbrush that needs replacing for the electric toothbrush.
Jesus.
It's just basically same as Christmas. It's stuff I'd just buy for myself, but for once I don't have to. I'm having jelly and ice cream, so I'm happy.
I don't like jelly.
Don't you?
No.
I'm a bit of a connoisseur, as you may know, of the old wibble wobble.
It's just like I'm no longer 5 years old. It's the thing. So I find the texture unpleasant.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? It's just a wobbly treat.
Exactly.
It's not a treat. You think jelly's funny?
I mean, it's delicious.
It's one of the funnier foods.
Yeah, it's delicious and funny. It's that, and hopefully, after we've recorded this, we're going to go and get a knockoff Colin the Caterpillar cake from Maldi as well. Because, what cake do you ask for when you're a big birthday boy in your 30s?
I'll make. I was going to say Nigel McGuinness's. Nigella Lawson's.
Pull a rabbit out of it. Whoa!
Nigella Lawson's Guinness cake.
Oh!
So it's like a chocolate cake with a frankly absurd Mountain Dew tier amount of sugar in it. I'm sure there's 400 grams of caster sugar goes in. Like your chocolate powder, butter, flour, vanilla essence, and a can of Guinness. And it creates this deep, black, very, very moist, heavy, gorgeous cake. I think Nigella describes it as having a resinous tang. And then you put a load of frosting to resemble the head of the old pint.
I'd love to take a bite out of Nigella's cakes, no question. But I'm not sure Guinness would do it for me.
You can't really taste the Guinness.
Okay.
It's more it deepens the flavor. You know how sometimes you can put a tiny bit of chocolate in a chili. It's not like chocolate chili. It just deepens the flavor in a way imperceptibly so. But
I'm just going to just look into his eyes right now. Does that look like a man who's ever put chocolate and chili together?
No.
Corma's got a little bit too much of a kick for me.
Yes. So yeah, that's what I like making that. I also like making Tom Kerridge's treacle tart.
That does sound nice.
That is incredible, yes. So there are cakes you can have that aren't caterpillar-shaped as a man in your 30s.
I mean, it was my day.
Yeah, you can do what you want.
Yeah.
Do what you want today.
Yeah, I was very close to like Eric kind of stealing my thunder to a certain extent. Thankfully, there's sort of a week separating. So it's like, one of us is going to have a bouncy castle, and it's just sort of,
This is the way it pans out. I can't even joke about that because I want to go with the netting for my birthday, so I can't really talk about that. Talking about a family member stealing the thunder of your birthday, I probably told you this before. My birthday's September 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
My sister's is September 19th. So, as my dad always used to say, how do you think we used to celebrate Christmas, son?
Oh, God.
Thanks, Dad. Yeah, turkey wasn't the only thing getting stuffed. So, but because she was 3 days before, and I'm like, I don't give a toss anymore, really, about my
Older
birthday.
or younger, sorry?
Older sister.
Okay.
She's gonna be 44 this month. It's mental.
Imagine being in your 40s.
I'm 1 month. Got 1 month. But because when you're younger and you get cheap thrills over your birthday, and you in the weeks ahead, it's nearly time for all the toys and all the games and football kits or whatever. I used to get so worked up that somebody else was having this before me. And all the presents on the coffee table, and mine are so close but so far away. I think I must have thrown an almighty wobbler fit one year because there was a tradition where I'd always get one of my presents early on her birthday. So I wouldn't be such a jealous little jumped up bastard.
It's your pre-birthday present.
Yeah, I used to get one on her birthday because it was I want one as well.
I know he's asked me, what do you want to do for your birthday? And I was racking my brains. And I was like, do I want to go laser tag? Do I want to go bowling? And I was
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
I just realised I'm working alongside Johnny Gargano.
And I was like, probably, everyone else is at work because it's Friday. And yeah, I'm 37 as well. So I've asked for a lie-in and then to go to the seaside. That's what I've gone for.
Shields or Tynemouth?
I don't know. What's the thing? Well, that's a surprise,
Going to the Tory beach or the working class beach?
I just want to be honest, I don't even want to go to the beach. I want to go to the arcades.
I love the arcades, bro.
I think it was a weird sort of obsession when I was a kid. It got to a point where the place near where I lived that had the arcades was a place called Matlock Bath. It had cable cars and stuff like that. It's a lovely place, but all I cared about was the 3 arcades that it had. And it got to a point where I would mention it so much on when they're son. It'd have. And it's you got, what do you want to do this weekend? And you're like, 8. I'd say it every single weekend. I want to go to Matlock Bath, go in the arcades. And they were like, we're banning you from saying it. It became known as the unmentionable place.
It's expensive for a very brief amount of time.
It's 2p machines, though. If I was people win the lottery and they have insane things, or they're really. I always think of MC Hammer. I want a pool, but I want it shaped like my pants. Actually, I'd have a bank of arcade machines with 2p's in. It's all my money. What's the point of even playing it? Don't care. A bit of that action. That's all I need.
Bit of that action,
indeed.
It's nearly there.
Exactly.
That's why you gravitate towards Paul Levesque's creative.
Mm-hmm. And watch Tipping Point on a regular basis.
Yeah, his creative is a lot like those 2p machines. I don't know if they have them stateside.
Yeah, do they have them? Would they be 5-cent games or something?
Dime game. Dime game.
Nickel slots, right? Is that the same thing?
Sorry, what did you say?
Nickel slots, where you put the nickels in, in Vegas.
Nickel slots, yeah, maybe.
A nickel.
It's I like how there's so many of them on the edge. You're like, well, I'm going to make a fortune if it just comes a little bit closer.
Look, there's a $5 on top there.
Yeah, but then I'm 39 years old.
Yeah.
Kind of got over that fascination.
I think the game was really lost when they started introducing those things where it's you don't win the coins, you win tickets. And it's what are we doing here? It's if you win 1 million tickets, you can afford, I don't know, a Chew-It or something like that. It's ridiculous. Game's gone at that point. Just lost all passion for everything.
Yeah.
So
I've lost all passion for everything.
speaking of which,
If I ever feel bad about what I'm doing in life, I need to just come in here and talk to you two for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'll be
what do
like,
cool people do on their birthday?
literally anything you want, mate. And the world's your oyster. Literal world is your oyster. But then you'd be paralyzed by choice, wouldn't you?
Yeah, this is the problem. I do get that sometimes. I'm like,
On Netflix on a night.
yeah.
It's brutal, that. You know, when you're on Netflix and you're looking for that 90-minute movie, because we're all just looking for a 90-minute movie.
Yeah.
Always, all the time. And you spend half an hour looking for the 90-minute movie. And you could have just watched a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
instead.
Yeah.
It's absolutely savage. I've not figured that out yet. So
Well, on my bit of an update on my latest letterbox.
The prestige miniseries that is Gladiator.
Yeah, well, I've got some good news. He's about to be snuck out. He's bought his freedom. He's about to be snuck out. So I think, by the looks of things, everything's going to work out all right.
Yeah.
He's just said bye to his mates and the sister of the emperor. And I think, by the looks of things, we've got half an hour of him gallivanting off to hang out with his old crew, presumably.
Wonderful.
yeah, just pop the champagne and that. And
Yeah, and then, or just a really long credits, I assume.
yeah. I mean,
Or blooper reel, maybe.
Yeah.
If a film's not got a blooper reel, it's not a proper film, really, is it?
Incorrect.
incorrect.
Because I know what? SmackDown doesn't have a blooper reel, so you can't call it cinema.
Good point.
Uh-oh.
You've hoisted me there.
Yes, I have. What's on SmackDown?
Well, yeah, it's all the fallout from SummerSlam.
Yeah, so there's nothing there.
We know there will be appearances from the new world champion, Cody Rhodes, who we'll get into in a second, and also John Cena. Do you think we could see, we sort of speculated about this on Raw, but I think we both agreed that if it was ever going to happen, it was going to be on this show. That we
It is going to happen.
a Brock Lesnar attack again?
Yeah.
Because you've got limited dates, haven't you, with Cena?
Yeah, you do. Probably an attack and then probably nothing until the PLE, wherever that may be. And I can't...
Paris next, and then Perth for Crown Jewel.
Yeah. I don't know or care. It's one of those, it feels icky to speculate about what next for Brock Lesnar. What next for the man named 44 times in the ongoing horrific lawsuit filed by Janelle Grant against Vince McMahon and the entity that is WWE. And as people have pointed out, right, if you can somehow get past that, and I understand everyone's got their own capacity for separating the art from the artist, like John Cena versus Brock Lesnar in 2025. Yeah, I don't think I could be asked about that, even if Brock Lesnar wasn't a piece of trash.
Yeah, they do seem to be just sort of moving very swiftly along with this. Of
course they are. I mean, they've gone from let's not do the press conferences because people are going to ask questions to Paul Heyman in an interview somewhere or other. I can't remember the source. I just saw it aggregated
this week.
X. Yeah.
Ariel Helwani, I think.
All right, just going. You can't cancel him, sir.
Yeah.
Ah, great. So that's what we're doing here, is it? I tell you what. Like, if I'm asked to preview, analyze whatever he does, I will do it. It's part of the goddamn job. It's almost a shame if you care about the drama that Cena had such an unbelievable miracle showing at SummerSlam, because the version of the broken version of John Cena up against Lesnar, I mean, there's, what on earth would Lesnar do to that broken man, but it actually can go as long as he plays babyface, apparently, John Cena. So those are my thoughts, and I don't care to offer any more, really.
With regards to Cody Rhodes, I think that obviously universally agreed the right call to put that title back on him, and you sense probably he's going to hold it until WrestleMania. I don't see anything obviously in the pipeline of a surprise or someone lurking there to take that title off him. You could easily, if we talked about this on SmackDown as well, you could on Raw as well, with regards to, you could book the men's world title WrestleMania card probably now. It's probably right now Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn and Punk versus Cody, I guess, which means in the interim you've got to have some stuff for him to do in the next, what are we in now? 8 months.
Yeah, long time.
Until WrestleMania. Is there anyone obvious that sticks out to you, or is it just, do we just go with Aleister Black?
Don't turn your back. I tell you what, it'd be funny. Very, very funny if it's Mally Black. Cody and Drew have had one match on Raw, if I recall. I don't think they've had a full length there. So he could be an interim.
I was thinking Drew as well. Obviously, got the win at the pay. I know it was over Jelly Roll, but a win's a win.
Didn't Drew interact with Cody and Cena on the Go Home show as well?
I believe so. Yes,
He came out to interrupt and those sorts of things in Love X World don't happen by accident, do they? It's not very spontaneous in the least.
Yeah, I think, you've had the...
I don't think he seems like a spontaneous guy.
No, I think he's very...
I think Stephanie went, bend me over, pal. I'm frisky. And then Paul's went, no, you know the drill. It's every Wednesday, 4 o'clock, 25 minutes. My big cack. So I don't think it's spontaneous, no. So I think that happened by accident. It didn't happen by accident, rather. It's one of those where you'd have to tell a pretty damn good story to convince me that Drew's going to beat him for the belt. It's one of those where if you know who's eventually going to win the Fued or who's not going to win the belt, you can still create great TV from it. But it has to be pretty damn great. Like the Cody Kevin Owens stuff, I didn't think in my heart of hearts Owens was going to win the belt. But a lot of those promo exchanges and the story they told between Cody and Kevin Owens last year was so strong. So my favorite WWE feud really of that year was so good where I thought, you know what, Owens is in such unreal form. Why not give him from SNME to the Rumble? It's a little stint with that belt. Cody can win it back and then drop it.
Is it time to pull the trigger on the Randy Orton storyline? Because it feels like they sort of have hinted at that, obviously, a lot over the months and weeks and years.
That's another contender. It'd be funny if it was Mally Black.
Yeah. But I think he was in some sort of DQ with Damian Priest. I didn't watch SmackDown last week.
37.5% of the time. Aleister Black's been involved in DQ finishes since returning to WWE. What a joke. What a terrible run.
He's a fascinating character in terms of
what goes on in your head. Why are you such a mark for being... maybe he's got a humiliation kink and I shouldn't shame him for it. I'm not laughing.
I know.
He got his licensed music from his favourite musicians. He got his Amenra, he got to wear his his black metal face paint, his horns. He loves all that. Does Mally?
Candles and that.
Yeah, in AEW. So you got the authentic, you could look as metal as possible, and all the while he was thinking, yeah, this is good. I'd prefer to lose to R-Truth in 2 minutes because I love my Paul. God, what's wrong with him?
It felt weird as well because it felt like
it's like he's in a cult.
If you're going to use him and you're going to, especially with Damian Priest and the year he's had, I was like, oh, okay. When they started hinting towards Priest and Aleister Black, I was like, oh, that'll probably go on the SummerSlam card. And then they announced it for I know they do quite a lot now with the big shows. They do big matches as well. Giulia obviously retained the US title last week.
AEW would do a bit of that, to be honest.
Yeah, and then it just went to do a DQ or whatever. So presumably he's still feuding with Damian Priest because you can't really just say that's that.
Not R-Truth, by the way. I've been moving house recently. Very stressful, very busy, very chaotic. So I've not really had the chance to do my weekly Wednesday SmackDown watch. What happened to R-Truth?
They have completely just...
Yeah, they've botched it.
I'll give it to Hamlet here. He had a title match with Cena, I believe, on SmackDown. And it went to a DQ, which means R-Truth won. And Hamlet was like, right, well, that's Triple H being like, well, you wanted him back. He's back. There you go. You've done it right. And I can get back to my stuff. And I was like, no, I think there's still something to do here. They can do some sort of push for R-Truth. And then he's just been using it as this pawn to set up this match between Priest and Black, which didn't even have a conclusion on.
God. R-Truth, what a remember when.
Yeah.
It was literally the most important thread coming out of Money in the Bank. The biggest news story, one of the biggest news stories of the year. For what? For nothing.
I'd rather that than Travis Scott, to be honest. But
I'd rather have neither. I'd rather have good things.
It was a good moment of Money in the Bank. I like that.
Yeah, it meant nothing, though. in the grand scheme of things. This Aleister Black runs hilariously nothing. Comes in, program of The Miz, says he's not going to say any cryptic bollocks, says some cryptic bollocks within seconds of saying that. Beats The Miz and/or Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
There's a little, gentleman's 3 against LA Knight. That's not awful. And now he's he's tweenering out, really, with Damian Priest. Who's the babyface? Who's the heel? Or they're just both
I don't see Damian Priest hasn't done anything to mark himself out as a heel for me.
So it's just Aleister Black's just a heel, is he?
Well, Priest came to the defense of R-Truth, so arguably, yes.
I can't tell.
It's
if he was such a genius with a genius mind that just needs to be harnessed by the right booker, you'd think you'd be able to comprehend what he's actually doing at any time. But I can't.
Well, that's why he's going to start explaining the jokes.
Yeah, she is going to start explaining the jokes. You got any jokes today, Aleister?
I'm going to get give me a second.
Just go through your mind.
Your square-shaped mind, it looks just like a laptop.
Give you some jokes. Let me think of one here. What's the difference between oral sex and anal sex? Oral makes your whole day, and anal makes your whole week. So
that's good stuff.
That is good stuff. Have you got any more dirty jokes there, Aleister?
Absolutely, yeah.
Aleister Blue, more like. I haven't painted myself blue or nothing. It's just a name for some bawdy humor.
How can you spot a blind man at a nude beach? It's not hard. And by that I mean I'm talking about his penis not being erect because you can't see the boobies.
Boobies. Okay, let's go through my internal list of jokes.
Yeah, let me see here. I'll go for my internal list of jokes.
What's the difference between a golf ball and a G-spot? A guy will spend hours looking for a golf ball.
Because sex is a racing. I always win. Just wait there. What's 6 inches long, hot as a rock, and full of semen?
I don't know. What is it?
That's a shock under my bed. I think we're reading the same joke.
We are definitely reading the same thing.
Yeah. You should have BuzzFeed by any chance.
Indeed. Speaking of which, off the back of actually Aleister's last joke, why did the sperm cross the road? Huh? Because I put on the wrong socks this morning.
That's called a callback, you see. So you did one joke about sperms and socks, and I did another one that makes 2 socks, 2 sperms.
Why does Dr. Pepper come in a can?
I don't know. Why did he come in a can?
His wife died. It's about a masturbation. We are but men. We all die. It is inevitable. Here's one. What did the leper say to the sex worker? Keep the tip. It's a tip of your penis, not financial.
Why isn't there a pregnant Barbie doll? Because Ken came in another box.
Similar thing, different destination for the jizz. To the Dr. Pepper joke.
Final question, final joke for you. What's green and smells like pork? Kermit's finger.
Okay. One more though. You got to do an encore. Some of these. What did Cinderella do when she got to the ball? She gagged. deep throat, Jack. It's a fellatio technique humor.
Aleister Black, of course, from New Jersey again, which is always good.
Bye, Aleister. More fallout from SummerSlam then. What happens next for you? Because you're a good sort of impartial judge of this. What happens next for Jade Cargill? Because it feels like everyone sort of collectively went, well, if they're not putting the title on her now, I don't know what happens next.
Yeah, there's two takes on this. One's optimistic, the other's pessimistic. The optimistic take is they still want to resolve Cargill versus Naomi. They just fancy it for a big show down the line, and they're kept apart on different brands to keep it in their back pocket. You already had a match at WrestleMania, and yes,
it was fine.
Adequate as it was, it's not the kind of thing where it's like, God, I need to see that again. The other take is that Naomi's been shifted over to Raw to revisit Naomi Bianca Belair, and they've given up on Jade Cargill.
I think
you're right. I think they might get, it's meaningless as a belt, but they might give her the Women's United States at some point if there's any sort of star power left at Jade Cargill at this point. Maximize that, give her a belt, have her on your shows, win some matches. It's that SummerSlam result was pretty final.
Yeah.
Pretty final.
Clean, wasn't it? It was fairly definitive. Are you aware as to what's been going on, by the way, with the US title on SmackDown?
Yeah, Giulia's won it.
Do you know, Giulia's not alone, though, of course, is she? Do you know?
No, she's got a good friend whose name escapes me. I've been moving house.
It has only been in the last couple of weeks, but she has introduced
So was the house move. So
a new assistant, are we calling it? Maybe?
Don't look at me. I'm just a guy in a chair.
And you're going to love this if you're unaware. It is one of our own. One we've raised from...
I do remember this. The business lady.
Kiana James.
Kiana James.
Brilliant. No notes whatsoever. Giulia retained against Zelina Vega last week. I don't think there was any help from Kiana James just yet, but that's certainly something you can keep in the back pocket. But I could easily see them eventually, not straight away, obviously, but eventually pivoting to maybe Giulia, Jade Cargill, or at least Jade Cargill, like you say, winning the US title. Tiffany Stratton, meanwhile, has sort of, I was going to say, cleared out the division there. Nia's obviously gone to NXT and is doing excellent work down there.
Not really.
Beyond that, I mean, is it time for Chelsea Green?
Again.
But for the world title, I mean.
Oh, right. Ooh. I mean, she's on NXT as well, so probably not.
Yeah, she appeared. Doesn't know how brief that an appearance is going to be, but I would love to see Chelsea Green as a world. I've got no problem with Tiffany Stratton's remaining champion. I don't know. Just I was making my notes for this. I sort of made a separate note that said, "Is it?" I know I've been banging this drum for a while, but as I look at this, I get more and more convinced, especially with some of the other things we're going to talk about. Is it necessary to have like a draft now just to shake things up a little bit? Of like, I know people can just move between shows and what have you, but it feels now aftermath of SummerSlam, the rosters are looking like a lot of the people have interacted with each other quite a lot. And I know like Drew's moved shows and people like that, but I don't know. Would you feel that that would help if they just shook it up a bit and had a bit of a draft and moved some people around?
Yeah. Something different to look at.
Because I
mean, the show sucks and the roster does need... I'm surprised they haven't flooded it with NXT people at this point.
Yeah, that's another opportunity to bring up some people from NXT because like, I've got no problems with most of the tag teams that you've got, but where on earth do you go if you're the Wyatt Six now? You've literally just beaten everybody.
You're the spooky Bob Holly.
Yeah. You've just beaten...
I've got an idea. That's what's that Wyatt Six. Give us the belts and then we beat everybody. Do you know what I mean?
It just clean thing up a little bit in terms of all these tag teams. I think they're all great in terms of what they could do, Fraxium, etc. City Machine Guns, but you've now had it in the build to WrestleMania and this. You've had so much like, oh, it's chaos. Everyone's beating each other and stuff. you've now kind of seen every version of that match. And I want the Street Profits to succeed. I wanted them to leave as champions, to be perfectly honest, over the weekend. Brilliant TLC match. But yeah, it feels like the YS6 are just being held there to be the team for someone else to beat. But I don't know who that team is unless you're waiting around for the Usos to reunite or something like that.
I think everyone just gets a turn. Pick a name out of a hat, and you'll find your next tag team champions.
You had that with the women's tag team champions, but that has worked absolute wonders for Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
Indeed.
They have been one of the big success stories, I suppose, of this year in terms of transforming how people receive Charlotte Flair. Do you think that's fair to say?
Yeah, it is,
Because she's...
I mean, she was... can't imagine ever. I said it earlier. She's one of the never say nevers. Her getting over as a babyface and people actually responding to her and wanting to see her. Might run its course quickly if this week's Raw is evidence of that. Cringe-worthy jokes. But, it's better than a few things they've done.
You could do them in like the Secret Service, for example. It's always, if you had someone like Chelsea Green saying like, you're not really friends, whereas my girls are always, best of mates and what have you. And
that sounds riveting.
Yeah, I like watching like Pipe and Niven work and stuff like that. And Chelsea Green is just perpetually entertaining for me. But I can't believe how much I've fallen in love with this weird, because they've done it so many times, just like, oh, you've got an out going on, just shove them together. Especially when it's just two like former world champions who are clearly just biding time until they can get back into singles feuds for the world title. And yet here they are. And it was kind of one of the best moments of the SummerSlam weekend was them. That finish was good. Pulling it off and becoming...
Must have been a bad SummerSlam weekend in that case.
No, I think SummerSlam was vastly better than WrestleMania in parts.
I mean, everything's better than WrestleMania.
I mean, there was...
This year.
I went into this year's WrestleMania being told that triple threat matches were bad, so I don't think you can all necessarily bury that completely.
No one said that. Any British TV chat from your...
What's your British TV shows of choice? What's some of your favourites? We often talk about...
Don't watch them anymore.
But what did you watch back
from my
in the
youth?
Day? Yeah.
I used to love a Saturday Night In.
Mm-hmm.
Big Break.
Classic.
Blind Date.
You ever played the Big Break drinking game?
No, what's that?
Did that in Nottingham. You go out in waistcoats and you have to do a red in every bar, which is a pint, followed by a colour, which they all have different things. So there's like a brown's like, just like a shot and a mixer or whatever. Blue, which was my kind of go-to, 5 points. So pretty decent to get on the board with that. It's like a WKD blue, VK blue, whatever you want to have there. Pink was a glass of rosé. Black was another pint of Guinness.
Yeah.
The key thing here is if you finish your red last, you score 0 points to the colour that you have to have previously bought.
Ah, it sounds complicated.
And if you're the last person to finish your pint in the bar, you have to sing the Big Break theme tune as we all walk out. And no matter how quiet and provincial this lovely pub is. And also you have to play a trick shot in at least one bar, and that's basically a straw pedo of a VK or whatever.
Speaking of trick shots,
go on.
Old Office, I'm playing Hamlet. He kicks my ass more often than not.
Has it ever been decided who's won that rivalry?
Yeah, him, comprehensively.
But not in pressure games.
No. I've won tournaments. He hasn't won tournaments. He hasn't got the mentality for it. I used to do this thing.
I'm talking about facts.
I used to do this thing where I try and show off. I get to laugh about half the time, where you pretend you're going to do this amazing shot, you act cocky, and then it fails spectacularly, and you amuse your friends. Did that once where cue ball was there. One of his balls was there. Mine was close to the cushion. I said, I'm going to bosh the white over his ball, hit my ball, which is going to go off the cushion, back diagonally into the pocket. And I did it. He couldn't believe it. He wept.
Have you got that on camera?
No.
I have an Adam Nicholas shot on camera, don't I?
You do, and I also have it because I will never, ever let that footage be deleted, no matter what happens.
It's from the Old Office again. He hits this shot. It's ridiculous. He bounced off like 4 different cushions or something.
1, 2, 3, 4 cushions, yeah.
But it's also, it's also the era we used to have dinner in the office. And you hear him just start celebrating and running off, and everyone turning around going, what's going on over there? It's an unbelievable shot.
His marker.
I used to love Blind Date.
Blind Date was class.
Blind Date was my one but at that age you don't really get it was a little bit of racy humor in there, but you don't get it. So contestant number 2.
Yeah.
What's your favorite breakfast? Well, darling,
I've got it.
I'll have to say a bit of crumpet. Contestant number 3. What's your favorite breakfast?
Crazy.
Muffins, probably. The more buttered, the better. If you know what I mean. He's talking about my fanny.
Exactly
That's Blind Date.
My favourite breakfast is, nice bit of toast with some eggs, and then I'd say, how do you like your eggs? Scrambled, poached, or fertilised? And then see what happened.
Yeah.
So you should pick me.
Yeah.
Maybe we could have the 3 of our heads as the contestants on Blind Date from Brian Veddig this week.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian. Or make your own choice.
We're all saying it. Thank you, Brian. There you go. Just felt left out, you know what I mean?
Contestant number 1. I've gone off the left after muffin. I just want to say muffin. It's funny, isn't it?
Any other? Do you have any Sunday Scaries programs? You're like, oh god, that's not a good sign.
Oh, it was when Super Sunday had finished.
Oh,
then you got The Simpsons for 2 hours, but even then,
you know what's coming.
Whatever it was at 7, because you've had your dinner, you've watched the football. Simpsons is finished. It's 7.
It's like a very sort of easygoing. For some reason, I always think of a farm-based drama, not Emmerdale, but a Sunday, the Farm Doctor or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. But
No.
I know what you mean. I know what the vibe you're going for. Yeah,
and it's just always is it? This isn't really life and death. This is mild inconvenience.
Yeah,
but hey, that's Sunday for you. And you might get the Sunday Scaries this week because you have to watch SmackDown. So
SmackDown. It's like the heartbeat of professional wrestling programs for me.
And hopefully we'll get some more of Solo Sikoa on SmackDown. Still United States champion after that epic steel cage match with
Shut up,
Jacob Fatu. Thoughts on when this goes next?
The end. One would hope. I mean, come on, they can't keep doing this.
Just needs to find more mates. They've got
War Games or something. No, Seth Riders and War Games, and then the Usos can get back together or something. I mean, God, it's rubbish. I don't care about this.
Lots to look forward to on SmackDown. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below or on X at WhatCulture WWE. Watch, you can follow all 3 of us. You can follow Michael Sidgwick at
M. Sidgwick.
You can follow our producer Adam Nicholas at.
Do you remember when he said in a can? That was really funny. really, really funny. It's Adam Nicholas. I really think about that for the rest of the day. It's so savage because his wife died. So there you go. Have a bit of that.
Follow me at Adam Wilbourn. Follow us all at WhatCulture WWE. For now, this has been the SmackDown preview. We'll be back on Monday to review the SmackDown. Thanks to Michael Sidgwick. Thank you for joining us. And we'll see you soon.